If you're watching this video right now, it is no accident. If this video showed up in your recommended or in your subscription feed, it means that you're probably locked in the middle of your fitness journey and you are about to hit a critical point where you will finally achieve the anime physique of your dreams. You're gonna get jacked, you're gonna look shredded, you're gonna look amazing. But right now is the critical point, because there is one mistake that if you make this is going to break everything, and it's where 99% of people hit that wall and then walk back the exact direction they came from. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what that mistake is and exactly how to avoid it. Oh, but where are my freaking manners? My name is Kevin Zhang, and welcome to Weeb Talk. So before I tell you the crucial mistake that you are going to make, let me share with you exactly the critical phase that you are in. Allow me to explain this through my own experience. When I started my own fitness journey, it was a rough transition for me because I was breaking a lot of habits and I was starting new ones that were a little bit uncomfortable. You know, working out, watching what you're eating. That's stuff that you don't normally do that you're suddenly doing that feels a little strange. Now, you can get used to yourself going through change, but the problem with me was I had friends around me who didn't have that similar mindset and perspective. You know, a lot of the times they invite you out to go eat at this fast food place, you know, go out to drink if you're into that. I used to drink quite a bit, honestly. And as well, even when they're spending these late nights, but you know you have to get your sleep in so that you can wake up early. So not only you work hard on your physique, but you also work hard on yourself, your self-development, maybe your career, maybe your studies. Where I found myself was sort of this limbo where I wasn't where I wanted to be physically, mentally, and personality-wise. But at the same time, I was in the middle of working on that, so I didn't really fit in with my old friends anymore. You sort of get to this point where you're like, you don't belong in the big leagues, but you feel far apart from those who aren't in the same mindset as you. This is what is known as the lonely chapter. And I like the way that Chris Williamson from Modern Wisdom defines the lonely chapter. It's like this lengthy period of time, this transitional period, where you're not in the place of self-development where you want to be, but you are at a place where you're outgrowing your old life and your old friends. And that point in life becomes a lonely place. You're stuck in between. It's kind of like being in between dimensions. Like if you imagine two alternate dimensions in the like if there was an isekai and you got stuck in between, well, you're not in the magical fantasy world and you're not in the real world anymore. You're just in this bubble of loneliness yourself. Now, full disclosure, these friends of mine, we're good now. We're chilling. I'm hanging out with them. I've sort of got past that point. But back then, I was dealing with that. And I'm sure some of you, I think most of you actually, are also going through something like this as well through your own personal development. You're trying to lock in, you're trying to stay jacked, but these friends keep inviting you out to eat, telling you to stay late at night, offering you that beer, offering you that shot, and you don't want to take it, but you feel that pressure. It's like, frick, I want to fit in with my friends. I like my friends, they're good friends, and they're looking out for me. You know, one drink is not going to hurt, blah, 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 blah. And that brings me to the crucial mistake that you guys should not make. Because right now, you're in a stage of discomfort and transitioning from a new phase, but it also means you're going to accept some sacrifices. Maybe you aren't exactly accepting those sacrifices right now, but more importantly, your friends, people around you aren't accepting those sacrifices right now. Most of the time, it is with good intention. Your friends, they just want to hang out with you and have fun. And they understand maybe that, you know, you're going through this thing, but in other essences, if you have a more toxic sort of environment that you're surrounding yourself in, it's a little bit malicious. It's sort of like the crabs in a bucket mentality, where there's a bunch of crabs suffering in a bucket. When one tries to leave, the other tries to pull them down. So if you're trying to improve yourself, become this better person, and this isn't everybody, but it happens to happen to some people, unfortunately, where there's a jealousy, there's an envy. Oh, why are you putting yourself on this pedestal? You're trying to work hard for this. What, am I not good enough now for you? Am I not good enough? I'm not healthy enough. I'm not strong enough. I'm not fit enough. I'm not rich enough. And then they try to pull you back down. Have that drink, man. You're with us. Have this burger. Have these chips. You are the product of the 5 closest people in your circle. And if you can't change your circle, it's going to feel lonely. You're going to feel very isolated. And the worst part is, because you're in that transitional period, you have no clue when you're going to hit that breakthrough. You have no clue when you're going to be proud of your physique. You have no clue if this push-ups, pull-ups, and whatever, if it's even working in the first place. You question everything, and everything surrounding you is telling you to stop. Just enjoy life. Take care. You're not there yet. You're not there. Don't worry about it. And this is when people fall. This is when they're like, maybe I can have that drink. Maybe I can stay up a couple of hours. 3 a.m. is not so bad. I'll have like maybe a few chips, or 1 burger's not going to hurt. Then it turns into 2 burgers. Turns into 2 nights of poor sleep. Then 3 nights of poor sleep. That wall is that moment where you feel this loneliness, like no one's understanding your efforts to develop yourself, and everything's sucking you back into that old life. That is the crucial mistake. I'm telling you, the lonely chapter, it is real. It is hard. It'll happen when you start your fitness journey. It'll happen if you try to start like a business or anything, if you're trying to pursue a career and you're really trying to lock in. Really, anytime you just try to lock in and change yourself, physical, career, spiritual, you're going to enter a phase where it feels like nobody understands you. So now you understand the phase you're in. Now you understand why you're watching this video in the first place, how this video found you, because you're in this lonely chapter right now. And I know you feel this. So the big question, how do you get past this wall? Do you remember when I said that you are a product of the 5 closest people around you? Whoever you surround yourself with, you feed off of their energy. Have you ever noticed that if you live in a town of people who are known to have higher obesity rates, chances of you becoming obese, pretty high. But imagine now you're in the fittest city possible. Like everybody around you is fit, beautiful, makes a lot of money, and they are adventurous, they explore, they live life, they touch grass. What do you think is going to happen to you? You're going to feel like the odd man out. You're going to feel, hey, everyone's like this. And your survival instincts kick in. If I'm unlike the group, they think I'm weird. And if they think I'm weird, they're going to kick me out. And if they kick me out, I'm going to get eaten by a tiger. Which is why we change when we're surrounded by people who also want change. There are many ways to find a group of people with a similar mindset. Many ways. I found that through university, just making friends at the gym. If you go to a gym, you work out socially, then you're able to support each other because now you have somebody in the same mindset as you. Lonely chapter is not so lonely anymore. But for most of you, and who those follow the channel, you're probably doing calisthenics and you might be doing it at home. So what's your next best bet? Well, there just so happens to be a group of anime-loving, fitness and self-development crazed nerds all together. And there's about 3,000 of us in this group right now. And it's a shameless plug, but it's a plug I'm going to make nonetheless. It's the Shonen Strength community. This is a community I am proud to call my own. I'm proud to be the leader of this community because there are so many good people just online all the time, posting their progress, supporting each other, asking and answering questions. It's one of the greatest things I feel I've ever created. I'm not joking. I'm very proud to have over 3,000 people with a similar mindset get through this lonely chapter together. One of the things we do that helps get everybody motivated to make a change and start improving themselves is the training art games. Last year, we started the winter art games and it was absolutely amazing. These are the winners of the winter art games. We got Maya, who absolutely killed it, got so much leaner, so much stronger. Edison, who unlocked the handstand. He worked on his self-improvement as well. So not just physique-wise, but also personality-wise, working on bad habits, developing good habits. But of course, he's also looking mighty strong as well. And then of course, we have Tony, who was the winner at that time. And he absolutely killed it with his transformation. You can see it here. So much stronger, so much leaner. And that's why these guys are personally training with me for 1 month because they've killed it and I want to see how well I can skyrocket their results. Now, if you think that's fun, we just started actually the Summer Arc games where it's the exact same things, where you compete to make the best transformation possible and you win some cash prizes. Also, the chance to personally train with me for 1 month. And we literally just started, and the sooner you start, the higher your chances of winning. So if you want to make a transformation, if you want to get past the lonely chapter and you want to finally unlock that anime physique and have fun while doing it, there's no better time to join Shonen Strength right now. But of course, that is just my thing. If you don't want to join my thing, which it's fine, no hard feelings, What else can you do? There are subreddits, Facebook groups, other communities that have similarly like-minded people. Maybe they don't like anime the same way you do. Maybe they're not training calisthenics the same way you are, but at least that's something. And as long as you have one thing to keep you from this lonely chapter, to keep you from hitting that wall and giving up when the moment is so critical, that's how the 1% of people break through the wall and continue. They might hit another wall in the future, but if they bounce off of the wall and start to go backwards, you've got people to support you. And if you're in the Shonen Strength community, you got 3,000 people to support you. Now, just because you have the group and you have the means to get past the lonely chapter, that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get your anime physique, because you're going to need the right systems and the right program to do so just in time for summer. So check out this video right here if you want to get that shredded anime physique before summer hits.